What really drew me to the firm was the broad scale of work and types of projects that we do here. And especially because we're located in the city of Boston, and a lot of our work is Boston-based, but we also do work internationally. We're a firm of 350 people roughly, with architects, urban designers, and master planners, as well as interior designers and our own in-house marketing and rendering team.
The advice I would give would be to really take some time to work on your portfolio. I know it's something that we neglect a little bit, and we want to push to the side and say we're going to do it at some point, but just like you would schedule a class or schedule time to work on your studio or to work on a paper, then I would also suggest to take some time and work on your portfolio, because at the end of the day, that's going to be showing, that's going to be a piece of work that you're able to show yourself and how you work and how you process. At the end of the day, that's what you need for careers, and people are going to look at your work and your job.
Range of work that you can do. I work in the interiors department, although I have a bachelor's of architecture. And even though my portfolio showed architecture work, it still applies to rendering, even marketing, definitely interiors. And so I think when you're in school, you need to keep in mind that you might not work for an architecture firm, but that's okay, and that the work that you're doing and the work that you're showcasing in your portfolio is still very
relevant.
Yeah, relevant to a broad list of disciplines.
So something that I'd like to add also is it's about selling your work with portfolios, sample pages, postcards, business cards, all of that once you're looking for a full-time job or an internship. But making connections with people, whether professionally or just relationally while in Slocum, is crucial, because I had a lot of contact with most of everyone in this room prior to me being full-time employed. And that's just from being involved with different things on campus. I was very active in the reading room, so I saw everyone's face all the time. Like I was familiarized at least with faces, and that also exposed me to a lot of people. So they knew that, like, oh, I know they went to Syracuse. Maybe you can like connect me somehow with some sort of position. But being involved with other programs or clubs, activities, etc., or even elective classes between years also really exposes you to an endless network of people. Because, for instance, I worked on a project with Freedom by Design in school, which is a subgroup of AIS that ended up turning into a program, and I was exposed to working with Jessica before thesis or looking for jobs, and she was a year below me. So that way when I saw Jessica's name come through on the resume, I'm like, oh, I can actually attest to her work ethic because I was actually exposed to that. So making friends and like helping thesis students with making models, or like trying not to like keep them at ease while they're doing the whole thesis process, really helps me. Like, oh, this person sacrificed hours of their time while I was struggling, and that like people remember that.
Regarding the portfolio, that it's really important to understand the information in that portfolio. It's not just about what the building or architecture interiors looks like. It's really about the underlying messages that it's conveying. What did you learn from that studio? What worked well, what didn't work well? Because even once you're out of school, you're continuing your education, you're going to keep learning.
I know a lot of people have like higher anxiety right now, worrying about their visa status and their like work stuff. They're not sure if the U.S. firms are hiring international students more or less, or like what's going on here, because nobody knows. But my advice is that, given the uncertain circumstances that nobody knows right now, try your best and don't be afraid to put yourself there. going through this path is totally worth it. Even though I was kind of like going all directions by the time I was like graduate, and I was really anxious about where I was heading. I don't regret all the effort that I didn't really like ended up well, but all the effort that I put out there really like taught me something.